Got Death Wish 3 on Blu-ray to replace this VHS. Picked up the Blu-ray for Raw Courage from Scorpion. This is a movie that I really like. I'm happy to get it on Blu-ray, and it will upgrade this VHS. Got Death Machines. Now, I do own this movie on DVD, but I wanted to get this Blu-ray, which has been out for some time, from Vinegar Syndrome, because I love this movie, and I love Vinegar Syndrome, and I wanted to get some special features, which I don't have on the DVD, including a commentary. So I picked this one up. Death Machines. If you have not seen this movie, give it a try. It's one of the craziest things you'll ever see. Got this from Amazon. This is actually a 4K Blu-ray, as you can see. But strangely, it came in a regular Blu-ray case, not the typical 4K case with the black case. I don't know what that's about, but I got this because I wanted to check out the longer version. Not that I remember much about the original version to begin with. It's been a long time, but I figured I'd get this just so I had a longer cut of the film in my collection. But since this also does have the original cut, this DVD will be leaving the collection. Got a couple things from Amazon, including this newer version edit of Godfather 3. So when I eventually get around to watching Godfather 3, I'll have something to compare it to. Also picked up from Scream Factory the Day of the Dead Blu-ray. Got that to upgrade this old VHS, which will leave the collection. Picked up Rats, Night of Terror, on DVD from Blue Underground, from Amazon. I really enjoy this movie, and so I wanted to upgrade it and get rid of this VHS cut box. Got this today from Amazon. This Blu-ray will replace this VHS. I only wish that this artwork was on this cover. Got this DVD, The Silent Star, an East German sci-fi film that most people know under one of its different versions, First Spaceship on Venus. But the original uncut film is a bit different. But here it is in DVD, which is a little hard to find. It's not too cheap, but I wanted to get this uncut original version of the film. Some cheap DVDs from Second and Charles. Got some DVDs and a couple Blu-rays from an indoor flea market and a Goodwill, and I can't remember for the most part which came from which, so they're all just put in here together. First, the Blu-rays. Then DVDs. And a lot of the DVDs were VHS upgrades. This I actually had on DVD, but this is the Criterion edition. So I had to pick that up for I think $2. And this is an Anchor Bay DVD. But the VHS I have has a few more special features. So I guess I'll be keeping that. Got this complete dossier, Apocalypse Now, with both versions. I have the 2001 version on DVD. But I'll be keeping that DVD for one particular reason, one very small reason that some people wouldn't care about. But despite the fact that this has a ridiculous amount of special features, it does not have the trailer, which seems like the stupidest thing to forget to put on such a complete package. So I'll be keeping the other DVD. And that's all of them. So these will be deleted. So I've been on a binge lately. This is just part one of the binge. This is just what I got today in the mail, with several Amazon packages on my porch. But I've been ordering mostly Blu-ray, but also some DVD from Amazon and eBay and other places, the Diabolic Dvd. I've kind of tackled the mission of trying to still weed out any movies that I have on DVD that are in full screen when a widescreen version is available. I've eliminated all the obvious ones, you know, a lot of the kinds of films you would find in Walmart where you could choose, oh, here's the full screen edition, here's the widescreen edition. It's blatant at the top. But there are others that are not quite so obvious that I still run across in my collection, so I gathered up a bunch of those and did an order. So also, I'm starting to replace films that are in cheap collections like Mill Creek 50 movie boxes, where if it's a movie that I really enjoy, I want to get the proper aspect ratio and better print of it. So I started doing some of that too. But enough of that. Starting off, picked up Nightmare Beach from Kino. Slasher film. I got this to replace this DVD, this Welcome to Spring Break DVD, an alternate title. And this one was formatted to fit your screen. So that's not what I want. But you can see what I mean. That's not blatantly written anywhere. So you don't really know that unless you do your homework. So I still run across these in my collection. So anyway, pick this up to replace that. Next up, from Scream, Colossus the Forbidden Project. Picked this up to replace the DVD in my collection that, again, surprise, full frame. So, replacing it with this edition. Here's a movie I love, Red Scorpion. Got the Synapse edition. This I got to upgrade this because this is full screen. And they actually put as a feature pan and scan, which that is not a feature. I will be keeping this DVD. For one thing, it has a film facts feature that's not on here, so we'll keep that just for the heck of it. Then Rituals. This is, I think, a new edition from Scorpion. Yeah. This I've had on a Mill Creek box under the title Creeper in a terrible print, so this will upgrade that. Another that I've had on a Mill Creek 50 movie box, Prey, also known as Alien Prey. This from Vinegar Syndrome. Wanted to get a nice copy of that movie. This is a movie that I first rented way back in the day in a big box VHS, so it kind of has some, you know, sentimental feelers attached to that. Another common movie you'll see in cheap compilations, Horror Express. I wanted to make sure I got a better quality print and a proper aspect ratio, and so I went for the Arrow edition. So happy to have that. And then I was trying to upgrade my Disney DVD of Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo because the one I have is full screen. So I ordered from Amazon Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. You can see that right there on the thing that they scan, but somebody messed up because they sent Herbie Goes Bananas. But that's okay, because I needed this to upgrade this VHS, which I can now get rid of. So then I went to eBay and ordered Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, because I have a feeling if I order Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo from Amazon again, I might, because of this, get another copy of Herbie Goes Bananas. The kind of problems you have when you are a movie collector. It's goofy. Anyway, I will have another pile coming tomorrow, so that'll, for you, be coming up in about 2 seconds. Okay, and here is day 2 of my buying binge arrivals to replace inferior editions. So, first up we have Stone. Now, this one I got for a different reason than all the rest. This one I got because I have this DVD, and this DVD happens to actually be a Region 2 DVD, but that's not why I'm replacing it, because first of all, here's some news for those of you who care. Finally, after all these years, broke down and got a region-free Blu-ray and DVD player. 220 Electronics is the website. So I broke this out because I knew I had it and decided to test my player. I ordered some Blu-rays too, which should be arriving. I'm not exactly sure how many of those are region-specific elsewhere, but I'll find out. Anyway, and I found out that this disc was garbage. Not the movie, but the disc. First of all, and the main reason for replacing it, it has the 2 forms of audio, French and English, as being equal in quality, when in fact the French sounds wonderful. But the native language format of English sounds, well, it's unlistenable. It's like the audio has been filtered through seven different metallic funnels. It's just awful. So after I watched it a little while, I had to just stop because it was not watchable. The other thing I found is all these bonus features it lists here, they don't exist on here. There are no bonus features. So this is just a waste of time. So I replaced it with this. Next up, and so this will be definitely going away. Next up we have, from Shot Factory, Blu-ray of the movie The Bear. I remember seeing this in the theater when it came out when I was young. And I got that because this DVD that I've had is indeed full screen. Now, I will be keeping this DVD because, as you can see, it has several special features, whereas the Blu-ray only has one. So, yes, I'm keeping this. But, nevertheless, got that movie in its proper aspect ratio. As I did with this common movie, which, if you own it on DVD, there's a good chance it might be full screen, as mine is. So finally upgraded it so that I could have widescreen version. And so this DVD will be going away. Next one, I really hated spending more money on this movie because not only did I buy I think the VHS initially, but then I bought this to try to upgrade both of these VHS, only to find out that both of these are full screen on this. So I've upgraded that to a widescreen DVD, and now it was time to upgrade this one, the only widescreen I could find, this Blu-ray from, actually, Olive Films. And so have it in the proper aspect ratio, finally. And this will be going away. Next up, from Synapse, The Dorm That Dripped Blood, also known as Pranks, which is what I had it under on DVD from Substance. This full screen, so that will be going away, and I now have this nice edition. Then another Olive Films release, Fred Williamson and Hammer, because my DVD, again, full screen, so replacing, actually, I will not be replacing the DVD, I'll be keeping it also because special feature here, original theatrical trailer, special features here, nothing. So again, I'm keeping a DVD for the trailer. Silliness. Anyway, so that's that. Then now some more things that I got to get better editions of films that I've had in Mill Creek budget boxes and full screen prints, and oftentimes very bad prints. From Olive Films, I got 3 from Olive Films in one day. Got this film, which I don't really hear people talk about. I mean, it could be because of the title and the subject matter, but obviously it's an anti-Klan movie. You have some people who are having some trouble with the Klan, but it has Lee Marvin, it has Richard Burton, it has O.J. Simpson, and it's actually a pretty good movie. I remember, at least when I watched it years ago, I liked it. 1974 film. So happy to upgrade that. Also, from, what is this? Kino Lorber. Yeah. Savage Weekend. This I have on a Mill Creek budget box, but now I have a better edition, and I remember liking this movie quite a bit. So, and I love that cover. Classic movie, Driller Killer. Believe it or not, I've only had this in a full screen bad print on a Mill Creek box set. So, had to remedy that. Got the Arrow Blu-ray. And don't really need to say anything more about that. And finally, the only DVD I got today, House by the Cemetery from Blue Underground. Had this, of course, again, on a Mill Creek box. Not the greatest print. I wanted a standalone edition. Blue Underground does good work. Your first question might be, why didn't I get the Blu-ray or the new 4K? I mean, I never planned on getting those in particular. I got this now in a way by coincidence, just because I was upgrading these things. And I'm not spending $35, $40 on a 4K. At least not for a new one. You know, if it's something that's rare and out of print, maybe. But I just got this because it was cheap, and it serves its purpose. And that's really what matters to me. So there, that's all I got today. The second day of my buying binge. I have a few more items coming, but there you go. Slight correction, I will have to keep this edition because, strangely enough, again, it has a trailer for this, which is not on my other DVD. Day 3 of the buying binge arrivals. Just a few things today. Couple titles where I'm upgrading some terrible versions, prints of films that I have on budget releases. Here we have Candy Tangerine Man with a bonus feature also from Vinegar Syndrome. And from Arrow, Contamination. Then one that's not an upgrade of a crummy full screen edition. I broke down and got this from Imprint, the Essential Film Noir Collection 1. I'm sure you've seen this in other people's videos, but 4 films in here. And I have never owned nor seen any of these. So really excited about that, especially to have them in these nice Blu-ray editions. So got that from Diabolic Dvd. From eBay, I got volume 1 of this 2-volume set. I have volume 2, so of course, naturally, I had to seek out volume 1. It has these 4 films. I have the first film on Blu-ray, but I don't have the other 3, so that's good. And another arrival from Amazon to replace, or rather upgrade, a crappy version of this film that I only have ever had on a Mill Creek box set. So this Christmas Evil edition from Vinegar Syndrome. This one's been out for some time, but it is now in my collection. Okay, so now I got the upgrade of Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. So this full screen DVD will go away. And then I got, since I now have a region-free player, my first 88 Films release, Hands of Steel, to upgrade a poor print on a Mill Creek box, as well as this VHS tape, which I will pass on. But yeah, Hands of Steel. I have decided to start keeping up with Vinegar Syndrome, buying their monthly package, because I just love this company. And I know I'm quite a bit late to doing that, but couldn't really afford it before. So I got my January package from Vinegar Syndrome, and the first thing it included was this, movie, which I do have on this VHS. One of those wonderful collectible VHS that will not be leaving my collection, so I will be keeping that. But it's nice to have the Blu-ray. Next up, the next VSA, House of Usher from '89. This one I had not seen, but also owned on VHS in this mutilated box. So I will be getting rid of this. Dark Tower. And this one also had on VHS. So this month was great for upgrading VHS. I have seen this, but I don't remember hardly anything about it. But I have seen it. And I'll be getting rid of this tape now. And the last one is Cthulhu Mansion, which I've never seen. And since there's a second volume and I believe a third volume coming in February, perhaps, I wanted to get the first volume of Forgotten Djali. I went on Vinegar Syndrome's website as soon as they were back online after being away for a long time after the Black Friday sale. And they had some copies of this up for sale again. And I got one of the last few within like maybe 15-20 minutes of me checking out with this. It was sold out. So happy to get one of the last copies of that. Of course, it includes these 3 films. You've probably seen this in quite a few update videos, but I plan to get the rest of the volumes, how many ever they end up coming out with, starting with the one that's already available, Volume 2. Couple pickups from the Dollar Tree. Some more Dollar Tree pickups. And with the new region-free player, I was able to pick up 2019 After the Fall of New York from 88 Films. This is a Region B disc. I have not seen this movie, but I'm about to watch it right now. Got this film from Mill Creek. It is a widescreen version to not replace, but in essence to replace this full screen edition. But I'm keeping this because it has special features and this doesn't. But I wanted to get the film in its proper aspect ratio. I'll be replacing this VHS with this DVD. Got some items at an antique mall. Some of these, like these, are VHS upgrades. A couple Warner Archive titles. So these VHS will leave the collection. Got a few things through Amazon, including The Space Children on Blu-ray from Olive Films. I got this because I realized that the copy of the movie I had was this DVD that is a bootleg, as you can see, that I picked up at an antique mall or something at some point. So I wanted to replace that since I saw that this edition exists. Also got a couple Vinegar Syndrome titles. House of the Dead, The Children. I have these films in very bad full screen prints on collections of movies, like from Mill Creek or what have you. So I wanted to make sure I got better copies of those. And as I am now really, really into what Vinegar Syndrome is doing, I wanted to make sure I grabbed a couple more of their releases. So this will be leaving the collection. For deletion. To be deleted.